So, I'm going to rant on this next story.
Rant alert.
So, shithead Dan O'Dowd is back on TV again because he's paying to run an ad aimed at asking Congress to shut down full self-driving. In the ad, they show a Model 3 driving down a cone lane and hitting a child-sized dummy. The problem with the ad is it doesn't show the car being in full self-driving, only traffic-aware cruise control. Even in the crappy 480p quality, you can obviously tell full self-driving is not enabled. So you scroll down to the comments to see what people... it's disabled. They're disabled. No comments. And the likes and dislikes are also hidden. Darn. Not getting too many subscribers there, Dan, are ya? But someone seems to have been able to scrounge up another unused clip of this test, which shows that the car is in full self-driving. However, take a closer look. What aren't we seeing? The bottom of the screen. And guess why that might be important? Oh, the bottom of the screen is usually where the on-screen warning telling you that your foot is on the accelerator lives. Oh, scary, scary. Oh, what aren't you f***ing seeing? Because you can be in full self-driving and have your foot on the accelerator, and guess what? You are overriding full self-driving. Mm-hmm. Full self-driving will still try and do its best, but if it's in a coned lane going down towards a child and you're flooring it...
That's the result you get.
And would you believe this? That there's 2 other clips of the other tests. The other tests that this study has conducted, that Dan O'Dowd has conducted. And would you believe it? There's a warning on the screen in both of the other clips. But the video quality is so bad that you can't read what it says, meaning that they were likely hitting the accelerator pedal or covering the cameras or doing something out of the ordinary to get this shot.
Take the shot! But Jesse, just because Dan O'Dowd is only capable of decent video production when it's a misleading ad and not when it proves his point, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's wrong. And even if he was faking the clips, FSD could still be dangerous.
Correct. But all of these clips prove the opposite.
Okay, so wait, so these clips we're seeing are other people kind of testing out Dan O'Dowd's...
Oh, they weren't even trying to test it out. People just ran out in front of them, and the cars didn't hit them like they did in their ad. So, f*** you, Dan O'Dowd. You're a lying sack of shit, and I challenge you to a damn fist fight.
Oh, wow. Wow. I think you'd win. I mean, he's a lot older, you know.
I don't care. I just want to punch him in the face.
Oh, man.
Because this isn't just a fun little feature or some stupid little gimmick. This is the future of full self-driving technology that we're talking about. This could mean life and death. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. There were roughly 43,000 road fatalities just in the US in 2021. That's about a 0.013% chance. That means, look at the view count of this video. Now divide by 8,000. So 40,000, that's 5 people who die. 60,000 coming up on 8. If this video hits 100,000 views, I am currently speaking to 13 people who will be dead within the next 365 days. And one of those people could be you. So that is why, Dan, I think we ought to step outside. Because you're trying to do the equivalent of stopping the cure for pancreatic cancer. That's right, similar fatality rate. And we've mentioned this before, but this ghoul has a direct conflict of interest. He is the founder of Green Hills Software, which makes the software platform Integrity. How ironic. Which on their website says Green Hills Software is helping automotive companies achieve the safety and security necessary for production level ADAS and automated driving systems. So you have a person who has a direct conflict of interest with full self-driving because Elon has already said that if full self-driving works, they can license it out to other car companies,
right,
which would hurt Dan O'Dowd's business.
Right.
So Dan O'Dowd is trying to slow down the leader in full self-driving technology, which, as I've just mentioned, could save your life sometime. And he's not even doing a legitimate test. He's faking it. It's fake. It's, if you think about it for longer than 8 seconds, you will realize that this is a fraud.
I know. And the sad thing is it's kind of worked. I mean, look at this article from The Guardian, which just took his test hook, line, and sinker. And Elon said, The Guardian swallows scam video, hook, line, and sinker. And then Dan O'Dowd tweeted out, Elon swallows scam article, hook, line, and sinker. Fred Lambert from Electrek fabricated the story, claiming FSD was never engaged in our tests of FSD. The raw video published online clearly shows that FSD was engaged in all 3 tests, proving that FSD will mow down children. But you know, Emmett Peppers pointed this out, quote, but they could only provide an affidavit from the driver who conducted the test, Art Haney, claiming in the sworn statement that he believed FSD beta was activated. Believed sounds sus to me. And I think this is why Elon should set up his litigation department and sue Dan O'Dowd. And Eva Fox said, this is not a joke. This is a scam. And Elon said, from real scam O'Dowd. I think this is why Elon tweeted out a while ago that he's trying to build up a department of good lawyers. And I think he should go after Dan O'Dowd and sue the pants off him. Okay, but Dan is just some guy who wants to spend millions of dollars to spread false information. It doesn't matter unless people listen to him.
Well, it most certainly seems like they are. U.S. Senator Gary Peters of Michigan and Representative Jan Schakowsky are both Democrats who chair subcommittees overseeing NHTSA. They sent a letter to NHTSA to pressure them to recall Autopilot. In it, they cite every single case of bad news related to Tesla Autopilot and full self-driving, often confusing the two for one another. Now, there are a grand total of 5 examples of dangerous features and reports in their letter, 3 of which they admit in the points are already fixed. So 3 of the 5 bullet points that they have are things that are already fixed. One of the points, which mixes 2 separate and outdated findings together, are both over 6 months old and have already been fixed. Unbeknownst apparently to both lawmakers writing this letter who chair subcommittees on auto safety.
Yeah, I think anyone willing to spend a few minutes ought to read this for themselves. It's only 3 pages long and really gives you a sense of how weak their evidence is.
And here is perhaps one of the issues with American politics, in that it is much easier for politicians to devise a boogeyman out of dubious claims and half-truths, dress him up to look as scary as possible, and then point at him and scream until you can froth up an angry group of people and then get those people to re-elect you. It also doesn't hurt when you can take bribes from the companies that have been trying to stifle safety systems since the beginning of their industry.
And look, there's a lot of people viewing this video right now. We have a lot of power. So get on your tweets, get on your emails, get on your phones, and call your representatives and tell them that you do not feel this way, that you know that Tesla is actually making cars safer.
And the great part is that Dan O'Dowd actually gave you phone numbers so that way you can call up Congress and speak to them directly. Thank you, Dan O'Dowd. You can call them right up and say, hey, you've probably been hearing some stuff about this attack ad. Yeah, if you go through it, it's bullshit.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Tuesdays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below and head over to the Now You Know channel.